The nature of woman, according to pimp philosophy. Woman embodies the principles of basic animal biology. She is by nature concerned with obtaining security for herself and her offspring, and with pleasing her man. Because part of her essence includes the role of mother, she tends to be concerned with matters of basic sustenance, food, money, home life, and is therefore a natural provider. In her pristine state, woman is only half of the complete unit. Without a man, she is nothing. Her being is a vessel to nurture the thoughts and the seeds which her man implants in her. Without his seed she cannot bear children, and without his Pygmalion-like efforts to shape her mind she cannot be productive or happy. She is the natural student of man who provides her with direction. The game itself, when applied and executed properly, is a beautiful thing because it is a beautiful expression of manhood and womanhood. Woman was placed here by God to be used by man as man sees fit. Now woman, in her total, complete existence, is a tool to please. She's a pleasure unit, mentally, physically, to feed him, to fuck him, and to aid him, to be his ally when he needs no other ally. And financially, of course, she is in a position to please a man, the trick, whom society has trained to give her everything that she wants. And her whole objective in life, in this particular capitalistic society, is to have money, and all she needs is direction in order to get this money. But woman's concern with security and rearing her children spills over into a tendency to want to dominate all men and make them her children also. However, man can resist her will to dominate by strength of mind and purpose and by sexual discipline. Because of the woman's basic childbearing function, she is endowed with a much greater sexual drive than men. Withholding sexual gratification from female is therefore the male trump card, which he can use to escape her domination and her desire to turn him into a child. Although woman's natural state is to have a stronger sex drive than men, square mothers continually reverse this situation in their upbringing of children. They perpetuate the fiction that men are animals who are occupied with sex while women are pure and above the need for constant sexual gratification. They encourage naive girls to concentrate on obtaining a mate who will be a good provider and discourage them from forming strong sexual attractions. Square mothers also encourage their sons to regard women as sexual prizes to be treated with great deference and desire. Daughters are trained to be seductive, but only for the purpose of trading sex for a man's money and security, not for the pleasure of it. Therefore, the pimp concludes square mothers bring up their daughters to be hoes and their sons to be tricks, thereby perpetuating the control of society by women. A bit later in the chapter, we will explore this idea at greater length. With both white and black hoes, the pimp exploits woman's natural drive for security for herself and her children, whether or not she has any, by keeping a money goal in the forefront of her mind. He also relies on her motherly capacity for self-sacrifice and high sex drive to motivate her further. Since all women are reflections of their men, he programmed her behavior to be as ludicrous as possible, while resisting her seductive, domineering tendencies. In addition, much of the hoes wish to dominate, and much of her sexual drive is dissipated by her mental and sexual exertions with tricks. The result is that she is always near mental and physical fatigue from maintaining dominance over her customers, and should be quite content to be docile and dominated by her man. In an ideal mythological state of nature, man and woman should function smoothly as a unit. Woman should please her man, rear his children, help provide for them, and find her satisfaction in attaching herself to a man of great beauty and knowledge. Man should give direction and purpose to the woman, share love with her, and spend a great deal of time adoring his body and pursuing manly activities such as sports or the arts. He should not be expected to be the principal provider. It is enough that he gives the woman a reason to live and provides for her the meaning and structure of her universe. But this idea exists nowhere in the Western world, although several tribal peoples approximated. Years ago, for instance, Margaret Mead reported on a Pacific people, the Chambuli, whose men spend hours on their toilet each day and pursue artistic ceremonials, while the much draper women work hard at fishing. Certain African cultures also approximate to the pimp's ideal, but in our culture, where men and women have forgotten their essential natures, there is a constant battle of the sexes for the upper hand. Neither men nor women can be happy so long as this battle rages, since both cannot win a dominant contest, and if women wins, she loses.